Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. I'm Ombra and today I'm gonna explain you how the healing work in the Rise to War 2.0 PvE. I make a lot of experiment on this PvE and research for discover the new formula around the game, and I think the first I'm gonna explain is about healing, how the healing work inside this game. The factors involved on the healing right now are 5. The skill value, the level of the commander and the base value are involved in all the healing skill, and for the scaling skill also you have the stat modify and the scaling factor. The first skill I'm gonna show you is the Warband Leader. Restore 150% HP to the commander's formation unit once each round. So it's a skill every round, heal 150% of HP. In this case we haven't a specific scaling, so the only factor we're gonna consider is gonna be the base value of the skill value and the level of the commander. Every skill of healing from the commander start from this 12, so you have always to multiply this 12, the base value, for the skill value. When I talk about skill value, I mean what is right on the skill. So in this case it's 150%. In the calculator I write 150 because on the formula I have already the division by 100, so I don't need to reduce by myself. But if you do without the calculator, remember to divide by 100. And the level of the commander, so in this case the level of the commander of Yusra, it's 40. The final result is 720 of healing. So what I expect to found on this report is 720 of healing. And it's pretty easy to check because I go on the round 1, I search for Yusra, and here 720 heal from Warband Leader. So you can see the amount of healing is exactly what I suppose with my calculator. In the past the healing of the commander is in base of the amount of troop he have in the moment where he launched the heal, but right now it's not anymore like this, so the amount of troop is not related anymore, so I have still 720 in the round 2. You can see it's pretty easy to determine the healing amount, but let me give you another example of that. Now I'm gonna use the Azure Core with the Warship Captain with a different amount of restores, 400% HP, a different cooldown because it's 2 rounds of cooldown, and also a different level because it's level 41. So it's all changed, but the formula doesn't change. So I'm gonna set level 41 here, I'm gonna set 400 here, and the base value is still 12. So what I expect to see in the report is 1968 of healing. So for this skill I have to go on the round 3 because it's 3 rounds of cooldown. And here we go, Azure Core with the healing, active Warship Captain, and heal 1968. Exactly the amount I suppose with my calculator. But now you can ask me, yes Ombra, about how that work for the scaling factor skill. There's skill with focus scaling, commander scaling. How can you determine the amount of healing if you have that? Here my friends Gorba come with Old Orcs, a restore skill, 300% HP to the commander's formation unit, and that effect modified by focus stats. Ooh, we have a scaling here. So now we're gonna consider also the amount of focus and the scaling factor, the amount of point of healing you gain for every point of focus. So the skill value gonna be 300 in this case, because this skill heal 300. The level of the commander gonna be 40. Base value always 12, never change that. Then you're gonna have the stat modifier. In this case you have to increase that by the number of focus, and in this report is 29. I remove the webcam for show you, is this number 29 of focus. And then you have to set the scaling factor, and for this skill specific is 3.32. So if I do 3.32 here, I'm gonna have the real value of the healing of Korbag. Let's gonna check if this is real or not. not, I'm go in the round 2 very fast. And here we go, I have all orcs with 1, 5, 3, 6. Exactly the amount I suppose with my calculator. So the scaling factor also work pretty well. For every skill with a scaling, you're gonna have a different scaling factor like in the past. So you have to discover every single skill like I did for this skill. It's not very hard, you just need to run 2 times your hero. But by the way, I'm gonna make a spreadsheet about that for sure when I'm gonna have all the hero tested with the correct value of scaling. And I think that's all about the healing and how that's work. Now talking about the importance of the healing inside the PvE right now, for me the healing is like really weak and need for sure a buff of 2 times or 2 times and a half of what it is right now. The amount of damage of the commander is too higher than the amount of healing, so absolutely we need a buff on the healing factor. 12 is not enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, just smash like on that and also subscribe to my channel for future content. For sure I'm gonna make new content about the maths around the game, because I'm starting discovering a lot about the attack, about the defense, about the damage. I'm gonna follow up this video with a lot of that for let you understand how the game gonna work and how the mechanics gonna change between the new game and the old game. Let me know in the comment what you prefer to see. I'm also working on a spreadsheet for full show the unique item, and I'm gonna make for sure some video about that and about the build for the commander and the equip for that. Thank you for following me guys, and see you in the next. Woo!